Hello and welcome to the 12th episode of the Between Torp and Turret Podcast. This episode has been delayed quite a while, and I'm kinda sorry for that, but as you can see today, we still have these problems. There's just people are all on vacation, man. There's no one there to talk to, and I only have to find other people with no life, such as Arcti,
Feels bad, man. Hello.
yes, and Hamza, who can only make Hamza noises, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, exactly. So we are like 2 1/4 person today. Um, yeah. Anyways, I hope it'll be at least a bit informational, whatever. For some of
Informative.
Thank you very much for all the guys out there. And we're gonna start with the literally bazillion things that have happened on the Devblog. This is 11 days ago for us now, but I wanna just talk about them briefly, anyways. Starting with the Japanese destroyers changes, which were concerning the Akizuki. For example, Akizuki, our 100mm shells. They are used on a lot of ships, for example, the Harikaze as well as secondaries. Interestingly enough, not all of the ships that use 100mm caliber guns on the Japanese side are mentioned. The key is missing. So that's kind of weird. But other than that, I think all of them are there. Anyways, they basically get built in IFHE, so that you don't need to spec, so that IFHE will get eliminated from the things you have to absolutely spec. Now, what they're gonna change for that is they're gonna increase surface detectability for Akizuki from a bad 7.56 to a worse 7.76, and detectability after shooting from smoke. Then you're gonna increase rudder shift time, make it worse for both hulls significantly, like by a full second is a lot for a ship that's already as unmaneuverable as the Akizuki. And they also increased the speed of Kitakaze from 33 to 36 knots, which seems a good change to me. Now, there is a lot of weird shit. Like people say, okay, Akizuki died for our sins, you know, because they think the Akizuki got nerfed too hard, so that every other ships could be better. But I'm not sure if I can agree with that.
I'm not sure if that's a good mindset either, though, as well, because it's already. I mean, yeah, it's a good tier 8, but they're just nerfing it so that people will free XP through it, and then the Kitakaze as well to get to the tier 10. As far as I'm concerned, and I don't think that's a good. Yeah.
Yeah, that is probably what is happening. There's also the thing, the Haragumo, like the tier 10, isn't that overwhelming either, to be honest. It's even more sluggish than Akizuki, and from what I've seen of various people who were now actually able to play it, like Flammo and I think Flambas is what I saw. It's just so sluggish, and it also has horrible concealment range. Like even the Z52 outspots it by a significant margin. I think about 400 meters, and that thing already has terrible concealment.
Well,
So
terrible. I mean, it's not that much. It's not that bad. It's not exactly brilliant. It's not Shimakaze levels, but it's
no,
also not,
yeah, but the Z52 can kind of compensate because it has hydro.
Yeah.
The Haragumo does not have that.
No, it doesn't. Also, I'd point out that the Akizuki now has the same concealment as Z52. So, saying that's terrible as well is a bit, I don't know, seems a bit wrong. We'll see, I guess. We'll see.
Yeah. Then again, Haragumo is gonna be tier 10, which is exponentially more dangerous for destroyers or for any ship really than tier 8. So yeah. I'm really not sure what I'm supposed to think of this. It's probably cool for like it's really great for things like Harikaze, which are not gonna get nerfed, we think, because it's a premium, right? So it's just gonna get the strong buff to the
Well,
B guns.
assuming is Harikaze mentioned? Is it definitely going to get the buff?
It says here used on Akizuki, Kitakaze, Harugumo, Harikaze, and secondaries of the Zao and
Okay.
Hakuryo. As I said, what's missing is Ki.
Fair enough.
Ki is using the 100mm as secondaries, and he has a fuck ton of them. So if
Yeah,
they
it's
were
anyway,
if they
before
were
needs
to buff them, that would be pretty cool.
secondary key. It would make sense as well in a way for the key, it being torpedo boat.
It's not the torpedo boat. I don't know where you heard that, but it is not.
It is a torpedo boat. It is the best torpedo boat with turrets.
It is so much worse than turrets. You have no idea what you're talking about.
I have one. I do know what I'm talking about. But yeah, like
I don't believe that.
It is best torpedo boat too. I don't know what you're talking about. But yeah, like I don't know. Key would be good with it, I think, because now you actually have an incentive other than your torpedoes to get close. Because if you have like these crazy secondaries that with IFHE now actually can pen 32mm armor, which is a bit insane. Yeah, I think they overbuffed it. I think they should have given it 21 mils pan, not 25.
Yeah.
Or even 19, because with 21 mil you can pen gearing as Gearing's belt, which makes it really, really good.
Oh yeah.
With 19, then you can pen everything else, but you can't pen gearing.
What I forgot to mention is that that with this change now, if you take IFHE on top, you can pen 32mm, which is making you able to pen battleships everywhere. So you're basically just went from being a destroyer bully to being someone who smokes up and spams battleships. That is your new role.
I played Akizuki on PTS, and then we went around and we did the typical PTS thing of going around the outside on Atlantic in Akizuki's, and we came across the Conqueror and we absolutely melted it. It was there, we smoked up, and within the duration of the smoke, the Conqueror died. And that's a Conqueror.
How many of you were there?
3 Akizukis.
I think that is pretty significant, yes.
That is pretty crazy.
Yeah,
you definitely couldn't do that before. Or you could do it before, but you'd have to get torpedo hits, and that was with no torpedo hits whatsoever.
Yeah, also, like the main structure of the ship can't saturate, right? While superstructure can absolutely saturate, and you will eventually not get that much damage anymore. The main ship can't saturate. It's not how it works.
It does, but only after a lot of damage.
Yes. And then even then, if you're hitting on the main deck, it just cannot saturate. So, yeah. I think this is a huge buff, and also a huge change in gameplay. If you choose to still go with IFHE. So
they're now like IJN cabbers.
Yeah, without the speed and with all the maneuverability. Although Kaba is bad with maneuverability too, I guess. Yeah.
But it doesn't need to be good with maneuverability because it's got so much speed. But yeah, we'll see. It'll be interesting. I'd like to see. They seem really, really good against battleships, but that's not really what a DD's there for.
No. That's also not
sure
what
it's Torps is good, but
this also not what this DD was designed for. This is, after all, a anti-aircraft destroyer, which is complete garbage against anti-aircrafts in game. I'd just like to say this again, because I would like to bring this up every time we talk about this ship, because it is still pissing me off.
Give it defensive fire.
Yes. Next up, do you have any further?
Yeah. No.
All right. Okay. Whatever. Moving on swiftly. French ships. So there's a new test variant of Henry of HIV, new AIDS test variant, which has the main gun reload booster added. So if you don't know what that is, that decreases the reload time of the main caliber by 50% with a duration of 15 seconds. This is also being tested for the French battleship Jean Bart, which we talked about in the last Between Torp and Turret podcast about a month ago. They also changed this and raised its tier from tier 8 to tier 9, so we are getting another free XP battleship. I'd like to talk about this later a bit and elaborate on that a little bit. They're also nerfing the Alsace. They increased reload time from 30 to 32 seconds and reduced value of sigma from 6.7 to 1.7 to 1.6. There we go.
I kind of disagree with that change, to be honest. I mean, Alsace was strong and it was fun, like it was good and it was fun to play, but instead of nerfing it, I think they should have really buffed the other Tier 9 battleships. As much as power creep is a thing, I don't think power creep at tier 9 is particularly bad. And I don't think it's going to be particularly bad even if you buffed the other ones apart from Iowa and Alsace. Well, rather, if you just buffed Freddy and Izumo and maybe give Lion some more health.
Well, Izumo is getting buffed, but we're getting to that. There's also a small change to Emile Bertin. They changed main battery from 12 to 13 seconds reload and added new torpedoes. I don't know what the old ones were, to be completely honest, but the new ones
are the same ones as Emery.
Oh,
you get the same torpedoes from tier 5 to tier 10, which is interesting. There you go.
Alright, well, I guess that's gonna kind of improve consistency, whatever that is good for.
Oh, rather, the ones before were the same ones as Henry, so I assume it's gone down to the tier 4 ones, which were like 6 kilometer ones.
Yes, they are 6 kilometer ones.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, then we move on swiftly to British ships. They get a lot of the British Mark 7, which is installed on Emerald, Leander, Destroyer, and the destroyers, upcoming destroyers, Jervis and Icarus, and they increased its range from 6 to 7 kilometers. Pretty nice buff. I like it. Those ships weren't terribly good in the first place, and going from 6 to 7 kilometers seems like a reasonable buff to me.
Lots of people say the Leander's really, really good. I don't really say that much, but then I played Leander when I first started the game, so I was really bad then. But I can see Emerald needing a buff. Well, but then I don't think that that's really going to change Emerald either, because the reason Emerald is bad is not due to its torpedoes.
Exactly. I played
so
Leander...
as much as it's like a buff, I don't think it's particularly the buff that either they needed or is going to particularly change them that much.
Yeah. There is a... The fuck? Sorry. I got distracted. Next up, I mean, Leander played Leander not too long ago, and it is a pretty fun boat, but it has a lot of problems. It's a tier 6 after all. Tier 6 matchmaking is crap. Yada yada yada. Going from 6 to 7 kilometers seems okay. Pretty good. It's not too strong. Like, it won't make Leander overpowered. Not in any way. They're also buffing Emerald, and giving it 1.4 kilometers less detection, which is quite a lot.
What does that bring it down to then?
10.18 kilometers. I don't know how much it is with like camo and stuff. But it should be pretty okay now. It is definitely better, I can tell you that much.
Yeah, I mean, it's better, but it still doesn't really address the main issues with both Leander and Emerald. In that, buffing the torpedoes. Torpedoes weren't the thing that made Emerald or Leander bad. Yeah. But then again, you can't really fix them that easily either. So, it's a roundabout buff, but I don't see it making a huge amount of difference. Emerald is still absolutely terrible. Guaranteed.
Oh, yes. They also buffed the smoke shooting, the detectability after shooting in smoke by a whole kilometers as well, which is nice. Also on the researchability British destroyers of tier 2 to 10, they removed the consumable engine boost. The change is intended to emphasize the role of a defensive and relatively slow destroyer that have wide radius smoke screens and hydroacoustic surge.
It's interesting. I'm not sure how to feel about that.
I don't know either. I have no idea if those destroyers are actually gonna be cool or just like boring.
Well, I think it could be interesting. I mean, Akizuki is a very slow destroyer, and that's still a fun ship to play at the moment.
Yeah, but but Akizuki is not like torpedo focused, is it?
No, but then that only has one set of torpedoes, and that's why it's not torpedo focused. Not because of its speed; it's not torpedo focused.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting to see, I think.
Oh, absolutely. I'm looking forward to it, what they're doing with it.
Yeah. Because I think they could still be quite good. I mean, you only have to be faster than cruisers and destroyers, really, to, be able to torp them properly. So, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
Next is the Soviet destroyers and then the Chapayev cruiser. God damn it. Soviet destroyers for Ganevny and Minsk increased the speed and rotation of the main battery. Quite a lot. A whole 33% more. That is no, a whole 50% more. What am I talking about? From 6 to 9.7 degrees per second. Why can I not talk today? Then they also did basically exactly the same with Podvoisky and reduced the reload time of the main battery on Podvoisky as well. Yeah, and they also increased some other rotation speed. Tashkent is getting a researchable main battery module, which is the 133mm gun from Khabarovsk. This addition will make moving along the tech tree more logical and will allow you to get used to tier 10 ballistics in advance, which seems pretty nice. Yeah. What is missing for me from this list is the Leningrad, and to some extent also the Gremyashi, because they are like Minsk and Genevnis respectively.
You see, I don't think they'll buff those, especially not Nevny, not Nevny, especially not Gremyashi, because everybody still thinks, oh, Gremyashi's really OP, and everybody hates them. But also because they have long-range torpedoes, so
yes,
they're not like they don't suffer so much for having kind of terrible reload and kind of terrible guns in general, because they can also torp things. So I can see this making the Gremyashi and the Leningrad different from the Minsk and the Nevny, respectively. It'll be interesting, I think. Again, yeah. Although, actually, I'd like to see whether this also means that now they'll add the Gremyashi back to the shop, if it's no longer broken, and the Nevny is better than it in most respects now. A tier higher, though, to be fair. I see why they shouldn't. I mean, apart from the fact it was a kind of a what do you call it? A closed beta. Brain cells aren't working today.
Closed beta ship.
Yeah.
Or reward or whatever. Yeah.
Well, yeah, you had to buy it to get into closed beta, didn't you? So.
Yes.
Although you can still get it from super containers, which is a bit weird.
Yep. I got mine from there, so yeah.
But you have a...
I have a Grammy, yes.
I don't.
It is pretty crap to play because the guns are so slow.
Yeah.
It's pretty hard. Yeah. Next up, American... Oh no, I have forgotten about Chapayev. And it will get surveillance radar on the A hull already. Which makes complete sense to me. Because having to research the B hull to get radar was always completely stupid to me. So, yeah.
It was completely stupid considering that you got it on both A hull Edinburgh and New Orleans, and also now on Cleveland as well. It just didn't really make much sense.
Yeah,
Although, to be
exactly.
fair, I didn't really see it as an issue. It's a nice
No.
quality of life upgrade to a good ship.
Yes, exactly. But it was kind of
It's kind of a bit derpy, but I don't think it was particularly bad for the ship. I didn't think A-Hull
I think
Chapayev was bad.
it was bad for the health of people who played A-Hull Chapayev when people raged at them for not using radar, not realizing that they didn't have radar. So I think that is if only for that, I think it was worth it.
Maybe.
Now you know what you can expect from a teammate and a foe alike. So
I never really had that issue because I never really rage in chat. I just
yeah,
rage,
I know.
rage in Discord
you
instead.
know, yes. Thank. I was about to say, American and Pan Asian ships. For American and Pan Asian ships, AP shells freeze time has been reduced from 0.03 to 0.01. This is AP shells for the 127mm guns. I think that is interesting. I'm not sure how viable AP will be now, but it's definitely interesting. I probably need to try this out more, but I guess people have tried this out, so it probably works on destroyers now. But
yeah, I think it's interesting.
I'm interested how well that works in practice. Just can't say that yet.
Is it just for the destroyers, and is it for all of the destroyers? I wasn't really.
It's for all 127mm caliber guns.
For the Americans.
And Pan Asians.
And Pan Asians. Oh, that's interesting. We'll see, because I think that can potentially have some big effects on certain ships at low tiers.
Yeah,
because you never use AP at like below tier 7 because it just doesn't do damage because you just overpen the entire time.
Yeah.
So, and actually, I get overpens on a BB superstructure in my Sims. So there you go. Maybe it will be good. Who knows?
Yep. Then, I think last but not least, we get Japanese and German battleships. Starting with the Izumo, which desperately needed a buff for quite some time. And they're increasing the thickness of the upper deck armor plating from 52mm to 57mm, which I believe is what Yamato has.
Yep.
And they're reducing the surface detectability range by over 2 kilometers, from 19 to 17.19. And after shooting from smoke is gonna get reduced as well. Who would have thought? Then the changes will allow the battleship to receive less damage from the enemy cruiser's HE shells. Wow. Who would have thought? Yeah. I think this is gonna make Izumo way more enjoyable to play because the guns are good. Let's be honest, like their arrangement is bad. It's really bad. But the
arrangement isn't even that
good.
bad. I mean, it's different.
If you compare it to Nelson, yes, it is really bad.
Oh yeah, compared to Nelson, it's bad, but it's different. I don't think it's necessarily bad in like as a whole though. What does this concealment buff mean that it will be max concealment then?
I have no idea, but it says it will bring in put her in line with that of other tier 9 battleships.
I don't think it should have. It should be somewhere between Amagi and Yamato. I don't think it should. It needed that much buff, to be honest. We'll see.
It probably gets down to something like 13 point something.
Yeah, hopefully so. Because the main problem with Izumo was that it just took way too much damage and then it got spotted by the moon. You didn't have to fix both of those things. You just had to fix one of them. So putting the 57mm plate on, that is just, it's so annoying. I can't play my Zao and just, farm Izumos for 10k damage every salvo. It's so sad.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think
it's only upper deck plating.
Yeah, I mean, but that is where you hit most of your shells.
Yes.
at any sort of range. So
Yeah, and
it's
Izumo
definitely
also
good.
has absolutely no superstructure for some reason, which is highly annoying to me.
Yeah.
So that's gonna make Izumo a lot more tanky now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grind that, by the way. I already have the money stocked up. Once
Yeah,
this
because you
update
were
goes
avoiding
live,
getting Yamato because you hated
I'm gonna get it.
Izumo. Yeah, Izumo wasn't that
I've
bad
never
before.
tried it. I just spent my money otherwise. Yeah. So I guess I'm gonna do it now.
I didn't think Izumo was that bad. I played it, so yeah. I mean, obviously it needed a buff, but I didn't think it was, the worst hit-and battleship.
I've never tried it. Then
Tier 9
Yamato
battleship,
is
yeah.
getting buffed as well. We are getting from 2.5 degrees per second to 3.0 degrees per second. We're talking about traverse time of man battery, of course. So that is a pretty hefty buff. Increase the level of comfort of the game on the ship. That this was written by some German guy, I bet. Yeah. I don't think it's a huge, absolutely huge buff, but it will definitely make an impact. Especially with people with reload mod and with the new legendary upgrade.
I think actually it's interesting in that now they nerfed they nerfed the amount of, was it a nerf or a buff? I think it's a nerf to the amount of, it's, I don't know. So the legendary module had like loads and loads and loads of extra reload time, extra turret traverse time, but now they've buffed the turret traverse. Doesn't that kind of like balk the testing they were doing before? So doesn't it kind of make it irrelevant? I don't know. It's a bit weird to have balanced something around that current version and then immediately buff the version, especially having just nerfed the module. I don't know.
Yeah. But I guess they were kinda fed up with how slow the turrets were turning. So.
I didn't think it was too much of an issue. Having played so many games in Yamato, you just get used to it over time.
Yeah, of course, you're getting used to basically everything, but it can still increase the level of comfort of the game on the ship, you know?
True.
Next up, something that people have already forgotten about, and I've never seen since the day of the initial release, is the Ashitaka. Also called Ashitaka. Because it was really crap when it was first launched, and not to the least because it used for lore 1 AP shells for some reason. It is basically an AHAL Amagi, right?
Yep.
Right. With the coinciding old AHAL Amagi shells, which were Order 1 shells. So now they're giving them
The
World War
Mitsu
2
shells.
shells,
Yeah.
which is a lot better, obviously. Who would have thought? Yeah.
Yeah, I would have bought Ashitaka if, I had money.
What? Why?
Then, well, because
It was so
I don't
crap
think
back
it was.
then.
Yeah.
You couldn't pan. You literally couldn't pan battleships. It
But it's
has
the
had
same shells as
absolutely no
Mitsu.
armor. Yeah, but at tier 7.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not like Colorado shells are much better than Warspites, and Warspite shells are not. They're like pretty much the same as Mitsu shells. So.
Yeah, but you don't even have armor to go for you.
This is true. You don't have armor. But Colorado doesn't have armor.
No.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
I guess.
It's a nice buff, and nobody played it, so that's the reason why they're buffing it. Because now people might buy it and play it. So
Yeah, now it's actually ship. Now it's actually a ship that you could potentially
people
consider
want.
buying. Yeah, not only because of the kinda meh Kobayashi camouflage.
Oh, I forgot about the Kobayashi camouflages.
That actually reminds me. What I thought was interesting. We have 3 Kobayashi camouflages in the game now. The first one being the key, which looked amazing, absolutely incredible in my opinion. Then we got the Ashitaka, which was okay. Was a bit of a step away from the key, but it was kind of nice. And then we got Roma, which is just hideous, honestly. So, yeah, it's the wrong way to go, man. Normally you get better, right, and not worse.
I didn't think Keys was that brilliant. I don't remember what Ashitaka's looks like. I mean, Roma's just looks really retarded because of the beer can. But apart from that, I don't think it looks that bad.
I don't know. I still don't like the the color scheme at all on Roma.
No, I think it makes sense if it's Italian.
It's...
Blue. White, red, and green.
Yeah, still, but I just don't like that. Like, I don't think it looks good. Sorry.
Well, then I guess that's all subjective anyway, isn't it?
Yes. By the way, I can't remember the Ashitaka. As I said, I had completely forgotten that chip existed until I read this blog post. So, yeah. Wait, wasn't
Rex
there?
got one for free.
Wasn't there another one like Ahal Nagato? No, that's Mutsu.
Yeah, that's Mutsu.
Wasn't there another one somewhere?
Weren't they gonna? Wasn't there like something about? I don't know. Maybe that was like something on Reddit. Maybe I read that on Reddit. I don't know. I rarely read Reddit, but I think I read something about like Ahal Congo being added to the game or something. I don't really remember. Ishizuchi is what do you call it? One of the proposals for Congo.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I guess I'm just mixing things up as well. Now, just for completion's sake, they also reduced reload time for Kawachi and for Miyogi, which is nice. They also increased the rotation speed on Miyogi. All of this.
Didn't they also buff Miyogi Sigma?
Oh yes, true. I just overread that. All of this only applies to the A hulls, though. The B hulls seem to have already had that basically built into them. Which I think is fun.
I think Miyogi was terrible. Kawachi is, yeah. Like, wait, did you mention? Have we got to American battleships yet? Yeah, we haven't, have we?
No.
Because they're gonna buff South Carolina.
Oh yeah. I just didn't talk about that, but yeah, they increased Sigma from 1.8 to 1.9.
I don't know why they did that, because South Carolina was really good before.
You tell me, man.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know.
It's also
Kawachi
tier 4,
was crap,
so I don't.
There you go. Tier 3.
Oh, yeah.
Kawachi was really crap, so there you go. I'm glad that's getting buffed.
It's only A hull buffed.
Yeah, but it was just crap anyway.
Yes.
Actually, I played Kawachi when you couldn't shoot to your detection. That was
right,
fun.
I remember that. Yes. Now that you mention it, there was like a lot of ships at that tier that couldn't do that.
Yeah, Ishizuchi couldn't do it before, and then they buffed Ishizuchi, and I'm like, Ishizuchi, now very good.
Yeah. And also the German battleship Nassau has been buffed. Actually, it has been nerfed. What am I talking about?
Yeah.
They nerfed it heavily, actually. They lowered reload time from 22 to 26 seconds. That's a hefty nerf right there. And they toned down the repair parity from 3 to 2 or from 4 to 3 with premium, respectively. That is pretty much... It's quite a lot. It's quite a hefty nerf. Yeah.
I've never played in the South, so I don't know. I got a Bismarck from the Bismarck campaign. And then haven't played Bismarck, so there you go.
I played up to Bayern, and I bought my... and I was about to buy a Gneisenau when I got my Bismarck from the Bismarck campaign. Or when I realized that I could get a Bismarck from the Bismarck campaign. Then I played Bayern just to get the Gneisenau for the AA memes. Then I played that thing for like 3 games, and then I said, this is just the biggest piece of trash that I've ever played because it can't hit the broadside of a barn with its guns. Then I sold it.
Yeah.
And now I play Scharnhorst if I want to have a boat like that. So.
Oh, Scharnhorst is on sale. I must buy it.
You don't have Scharnhorst yet?
No.
Oh my god. What are you
doing
in your life? Shanos was one of my first premiums ever, and the first one I really fell in love with. So, yeah.
My first premium was Kutsov, and I didn't even have a tier 8. I was one of those players.
I don't remember my first premium actually. Oh yes, I do. It was a Warspite, which I haven't played in forever.
I have one. Hadders made me buy one.
What? Sorry?
I was talking to Hadders, and Hadders was like, "You don't own a Warspite and you're British. Like, get out here." And I was like, "Okay." I just went and bought one. It was on sale at the time, so I was like, "Yeah, it doesn't really cost too much."
Nice. Being slut shamed into buying tea-aboo shamed, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Alright, this is gonna be the end of the patch stuff, for now at least. And we're gonna move on to Alaska! The Ameriaboos. Is that a word? The Ameriaboos. Wettest stream ever.
Booze. The freedom booze. Who knows?
Yes.
All the people that are just obsessed with freedom. There you go.
Yes, those guys. And guns.
Yep.
And McDonald's. Do we find more stereotypical American things? I hope we don't, for our sake. So, honestly, the whining on the forums and on Reddit and wherever got really on my nerves at some point. Especially on Reddit, because for some reason Reddit is so populated with Americans. Forums are fine because I don't look into the NA's forums, and the EU forums weren't so keen on it, but Reddit was just, we have Kronstadt and we're getting Stalingrad, why do we not get Alaska? It was getting quite annoying to me. So I'm very glad that we finally get it. Apart from that, I'm really not interested in this ship at all. Because as I've played Moskva, Kronstadt, and Kronstadt, I must say that I really can't get on board with this idea of taking a battleship and giving it a cruiser icon in game. I can't get behind it. I just can't. I don't understand why we would do this, and I don't know why I, as a cruiser main, should play these ships. I feel like these ships are for battleship players who want to feel like they actually play cruisers from time to time. Like they want to feel better, right? So they want to play a battleship that has a cruiser icon as its gimmick. And that is the Kronstadt, and that is the Moskva, and that is also gonna be the Alaska probably. From what
I disagree with Moskva being put into that category, but
yes, it's probably the most cruiser-like of all of these, definitely. But
well, I'd say it's still definitely very much a cruiser. But yes, yeah, like I can understand. Okay. I've not played Kronstadt. I've not played Kronstadt.
And I would not advise you to spend free XP on it.
Yeah. But then, to be fair, I don't really know what I'm going to spend my free XP on, because I don't need a Musashi because I have a Yamato. I don't really need a Kronstadt because I'm going to get a Stalingrad very soon.
It's the hope
so
anyway.
I'm just going to have, yeah.
If you're going to be stuck in Storm 3 forever, you know.
Well, yeah, who knows. But yeah, like, I can see why they're doing it, but I think that what they need to do is they need to define, like, battle cruisers, really.
Yeah. Like, honestly, why? Also, this is going to be tier 9, meaning this is most definitely going to be either for coal, for steel, or for free XP.
Or coal and free XP.
Yeah, probably. And that means that we have a Musashi, which is a battleship. We have the Missouri, or had the Missouri, which is a battleship. Then we have the Nelson, which is a battleship. What else do we have? We have the Kronstadt, which is a battleship with a cruiser icon. And now we're gonna get Alaska, which is again a battleship with a cruiser icon. So, Wargaming, explain to me, please, where is my cruisers? And where is my DDs?
But why
where is a carrier, for crying out loud?
Why should they cater? Well, I mean, they're not releasing any carriers until the rework is upon us. But why should they cater towards cruisers and destroyers when battleship is the most played class? And nobody played cruisers up until fairly recently when Moscow was buffed, and then people started playing cruisers again for some mythical reason.
That is true. But before that, destroyers were the second most played class, I believe. At least what the games I was in told me to believe. Now, why do we not get some DD? Honestly, I don't really have an idea of which DDs to pick because I'm not that history savvy, to be completely honest. But there gotta be some, right? Like,
I mean, like, why not just do like a Fletcher copy as like not?
Yeah, I'm sure
something like that,
there's cool ships with cool histories around, with destroyers being the main forces of attack and defense everywhere, right? Destroyers were the guys doing the fighting, with cruisers occasionally and battleships basically never.
I'd like to actually. I'd like to understand why they've only implemented one battleship that's not at tier 9 as well. Why is there only Nelson at tier 7? Why don't they introduce more tier 7 ones?
Yeah, I understand that they want to milk all our nice free XP, but there's so many cool ships that you could introduce that are not tier 9. They don't have to be tier 9. Like, why do you have to set yourself this high standard? Come on, man.
I think it'd be interesting to have like an Alaska at tier 7.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
A competitor to a Scharnhorst.
Yes, as an actual battleship, by the way.
Yeah, as a battleship.
As a battleship. And that would make complete sense at that tier, and that would really work really, really well at that tier as well. I think. If the Scharnhorst is anything to go by, you know?
Exactly. Like, I really don't get it.
The guns would be way more like competitive at that tier. The armor would be just crazy good. Would be fast as well. All that stuff.
Basically, everything the Scharnhorst is, just not as.
Not really as tanky. It doesn't have as good of an armor belt.
And it's also not got torpedoes as well.
That is also another thing.
Or secondaries.
Yes.
Oh, well, it does have secondaries, but not like crazy secondaries.
Yes. Or in game, they're not crazy. Like in real life, I'm pretty sure they were way crazier. Because those American secondaries, oh man. Yes, dispersion ellipse are equal to the values of the graph Spee. Another one of these weird hybrids with a battleship with a cruiser icon. It even has repair party, okay? Come on, man.
Yeah, but it's not the only cruiser at that tier that has a repair party.
It is the only cruiser at that tier with a repair party, yes.
No, it's not.
Oh.
You're forgetting about a ship we talked about like earlier.
Yes, I know. Okay. That doesn't count. That's like their national flaw.
National flaw. Oh, I see.
Yes. They have paper armor, so they must be compensated with.
All the other ships at tier 6 have paper armor. I mean, Nuremberg is like famously paper, but doesn't get us the hill.
Yeah, because its guns are actually good compared to the lander. I can hear the tearbu. I can hear the kettle boiling over.
It's actually the noise of the kettle boiling.
Yes,
but, there you go.
Exactly.
Well, what Nuremberg has is it has gun range. I don't think the guns are necessarily better as such. They're different.
Yeah.
And that can be said about most ships. So there you go. Yeah, moving on.
Also, it has the parameters of the ricochet angles of AP shells are equal to the values of the American cruiser Des Moines. That is pretty hefty.
Be like Stalingrad and only have AP only, please.
It does not say here, no.
Please make it be like that. I like those ships. They seem interesting. Or give them HE shells. I was thinking about this earlier. Just give them HE shells that have like 1% fire chance, do like 300 alpha or something, so that people, like the imbeciles that want to fire HE can fire HE, but they just won't do any damage.
Okay. Alright, okay. I don't agree with that, but fine. Yes, it has HE shots, by the way.
No.
It has the very slow shells of the American cruisers as well.
Well, that makes
But 305 millimeters. So that is going to be devastating with the Des Moines pen angles. It's going to be absolutely crazy.
looking forward to it.
Yes, I am looking so much forward. Reload time 20 seconds. 180-degree turn time 36 seconds. That is not a lot. That is not
Same
a lot.
as Zao.
Yeah, that is pretty fast. These are pretty huge guns, and they always turn pretty fast.
But then, I'm pretty sure that Amagi is the same.
Yeah, still.
Amagi is the same. Oh, but I know. No, I have expert marksman.
Wow.
It's slightly better than, but not significant.
I think that is significant. 10 seconds is pretty significant in my book.
10 seconds. It's 36 seconds,
Yes.
and Amagi also has 36 seconds with the thing, but that doesn't improve it by 10 seconds, I don't think. I think it improves from 43 to 36, so it's like 7 seconds.
Yeah.
But anyway, like, yeah. I play Yamato, I don't care.
Yes, I heard that already a couple of times. But also, is it different enough with those changes to be different? Is it like different enough to differentiate itself from Stalingrad and Kronstadt? That is.
Yes, maybe.
That was like I don't know. It was a creme de la creme of indecision, right?
Maybe.
Yes. Wait, maybe.
Maybe not. I don't know. Well, from Kronstadt, yes. From Stalingrad, maybe not. Because what Kronstadt doesn't have is Kronstadt doesn't have the good shells. It really doesn't have the good shells, does it? So, what the Alaska basically is it's going to be, I suppose, less tanky because it's not got as good armor. Or does it have better armor?
What?
Because, well, no, Kronstadt only has 25mm armor, doesn't it?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Alaska says 27, so that's already better.
It's got better armor. Oh, I suppose it'll have worse concealment, won't it? And will it have radar? I don't think so.
Yeah, no.
Does it say it has
radar? Yes.
Yeah.
Spot 3.
It has radar.
Spotting aircraft, catapult fighter, surveillance radar. Slot 2, choice between defensive A and hydroacoustic search. And 4
I fail to see how this is going to be balanced with Kronstadt. It just looks better than Kronstadt in every single way. And it looks basically like a Stalingrad with 27mm armor instead of 32mm armor, and better concealment, and a different radar. And HE. And what would it have? What's it going to have? Battleship dispersion? It's going to have cruiser dispersion. Because cruiser dispersion, this thing,
as I said,
at the moment, it's just.
As I said, it's going to be the same as Graf Spee, which means it's better than battleships, but worse than common cruisers.
You're right. Yeah. This thing just looks like it's going to be completely broken at the moment. Interesting.
I mean, if you look at how often they're changing Stalingrad back and forth, by the way, they have changed. Like they gave it HE the last time because the AP only version was just completely OP, and now they took that back and gave it AP back again and improved Sigma. I don't understand this at all.
I don't remember.
People complain that AP only is ridiculous because of Sigma dispersion.
But I thought it was nice. I like the fact that AP only ship
is. But it's still OP. And then they're like, okay, so we changed this. And then 2 weeks later, they're like, actually, we're changing it back to the OP say it was before. Haha, tricked you.
Haha, we're Russians. We want the Russian ship to be really good. I don't know. We'll see. I think it'll be interesting.
Well, of course, it's gonna be
in its
interesting.
current state, it looks really broken, but I suspect that they're going to nerf it down to more like Kronstadt levels of a little bit shit.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna get it. Woo! Amazing.
Maybe that's what I'll spend my free XP on.
Alaska.
Yeah.
All right. If you, I mean,
Who knows? Who knows? Unless they
Sure.
release something else between now and then.
Yeah.
But we can see that because we've got like that weird roadmap now, haven't we?
What?
That wargaming employee that released the roadmap thing.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh, you're so good at transitioning. It's a pleasure to be working with you, Arcti. Thank you very much.
Mhm.
Yes, that is. Wait. Oh, what's this? Okay, so we're not done yet. There has been brand new information coming. Has been released. What? 20 minutes ago now. So while we were talking. Super test. Birthday of the World of Warships. Don't know who put that the in there, but whatever. To celebrate World of Warships' birthday, we updated the port of St. Petersburg, added fireworks and illuminations. Unfortunately, it still looks shit.
I don't
Pretty
know.
sure
I
of
think
that.
it's one of the better ones.
Yeah, because it was default. That's why I loaded it up. Especially for this birthday, a new category will be added to the arsenal as well as a new type of resource. Alright. In client added Commander Dasha Perova. Commander will be available only for 7 nations: USA, Japan, USSR, France, Great Britain, Germany, and Pan-Asia. So all the nations that have a tech tree line, a silver line. For each, there is a special portrait prepared, and I can't really figure out which portrait is supposed to be who. Not sure if I'm just dumb or something. Okay, let's see if we can figure it out together. I'll send you the link real quick.
Was I really listening? Maybe not. I don't know. Yeah, I kind of saw this. I don't really understand whether it's So she's available for all 7 nations, but I think you have to pick one of them.
It doesn't say.
Well, I think that's what it means. I think it's really poorly translated. So, in client added Commander Dasha Perova, Commander will be available for only for 7 nation: USA, Japan, USSR, France, Great Britain, Germany, and Pan-Asia. Oh, so maybe that means that she won't be available. Well, basically, that means that she won't be available for Italy or for
Poland.
And Commonwealth and Pan-American.
Yes. So, as I said, all the nations that have tech tree lines.
Yeah. But does that mean also that if it's only for 7 nation, that might be like poorly translated from you can only pick it for
is
one
poorly
of 7?
translated. Like that is literally wrong in the grammatical sense.
Yeah,
For
I
each
know,
prepared
but like,
special portrait.
yeah.
Like, come on, man.
Comrade. But yeah, but like, it might mean that you can only pick it for one of the 7 nations that are USA, Japan, USSR, France, Great Britain, Germany, and Pan-Asia. I think that is more likely to be what it means.
Okay, so I think I figured out who is who, but the top left one and the one in the middle, like the top left one with the weird blue shirt with white dots, and the one with the completely white shirt. Which one of those is USSR and which one is Germany? I can't figure it out.
What?
Okay, so
I thought it
going
was
from the top left, I don't know what it is. Then we have Pan-Asia, obviously, in the Chinese dress. Then we have Japan and the Japanese style dress with the sticks in the hair.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have USA with the woman work shirt thingy.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Then we have England, which is proper in a tweed.
Yeah.
Yes. Then I don't know. And then we have France, obviously, with the Basque cap. So which of these two is Germany and which is USSR? I think I'd probably say that Germany's on top left.
Yeah. Because the one in the middle on the bottom just looks like what you would normally wear, therefore being Russian.
Yes.
Although it didn't look any particularly special.
Yeah. Also, I
Then
think
now
like
I also feel like I'm getting way too into it, like I'm a stalker or something. So there you go.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, the top left looks more like, like more like fashionable, whatever.
Yeah.
And in the middle, the lower middle looks more like a workers' proletariat kind of thing. This is
Yeah.
horribly racist, by the way, but I hope someone
It's not
you can,
racist. It's stereotypical. It's
yes,
different.
you can forgive me for this. Thank you. There's the new patches for celebrating 20 years of wargaming and 3 years of World of Warships, birthday collection, and 2 types of containers. You can get some new stuff from the arsenal as well, which seem to be like World of Warships coins. Kind of weird, like coins with World of Warships stamped on them, like the anchor symbol thingy.
I think they might well be used for
The new arsenal.
exchanging.
No,
Yeah.
they said the new category will be added to the
Oh.
arsenal. So.
Oh, maybe okay. Well, I just didn't read that, but
Why am I even reading this out loud? I don't know. But yeah,
I skipped straight to the commander bit, so that's the second line, and I skipped to the third line. So yeah, I just missed that bit. Oh well.
Collection. The collection will recount the past year and the different events that happened in game. So we already had a collection for the first anniversary. Yeah, and it's probably gonna be kind of like that.
Yeah.
Which was nice, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I like the first collection and still look at it from time to time. But that might just be me because I'm weird.
Yeah, I haven't looked at it since I finished it, but there you go.
Yeah, added new permo camouflages for Z23 and Edinburgh, and added new special signals, Basilisk, Scylla, and Leviathan. So along these other dragon flags. They look kinda okay, I guess. Meh. Yeah, these new perma camouflages are nice. Not that I need them, but sure, I'll take it. I know we got the some perma camouflages for like Chapayev and some other ships.
I think I already have a perma camouflage for Z52, Z23.
Yeah, I think so as well.
But not for Edinburgh.
No, not for Edinburgh.
Let's have a look at the inventory. They'll be there. Camouflages. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking that we got one from the last year's event as well, but I was not sure.
So we got the congratulatory one for Charles Martel, Z23, Kiev, New Orleans, and Monarch last year. So
why would they give for Z23 again?
I don't know. So yeah, that means that we don't have one for thing. Okay, yeah, my brain's just stopped working. That one. Yeah, that ship, that one. Help me out here, please.
That one ship. Ah, yes.
That one ship.
In the ship game, yes.
British one, yes.
That British
the
one.
Edinburgh. That's the one.
Yes.
There you go. There you go.
They did not have one already. I know. Yeah. All of this seems. Yeah, someone in the thread asked this already. Z23 has already perm birthdays. Come on. What for next? Wow, the German. The English, the amazing English here. I love it. Alright, so that's that.
The roadmap.
Yes, the roadmap is next. So a couple days ago, something was leaked allegedly from a disgruntled former wargame employee after he was fired. And it is basically a roadmap of what's gonna happen during the next year, really. You're gonna see it on screen now. I'm still gonna just kind of read it. Arcti, do you have it?
Well, no.
I will link it to you.
Yeah, you just kind of put it in there and then just didn't link it to me.
Yes, I'm known for my higher level of preparedness. There we go.
Normally you provide me with all the links. This time, not so much.
Yeah, as I said, my high level of preparedness prepared me for this.
Yep.
All right. So it says from updates. It always has the updates nice in a very nice numbered way and stuff. So on the 25th of July, yes, we get a large-scale game event. Most likely the same new one, Battle of the Elements. This is going to be the Go Navy event, which is basically Battle of the Elements revamped. Next up, it's gonna drop in 5 days. It says here, which might very well be true. I don't know. I don't think we've heard about
I
it,
think
have
this is
we?
RU server. This is not dates, not EU server, because we patch on Thursdays, they patch on Wednesdays.
True, actually. Yeah. It is.
Because
I don't think we know. Yeah, but yeah, it is gonna be Thursday, and for the other regions where it does work. Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is that. Then on the 22nd of August, we have the release of the branch continuation of Akizuki, meaning the Kitakaze and Harogumo.
Which sounds about right. It's normally about
we know it's
two,
not far away.
2 ST cycles. That sounds about right, yeah.
Yep. Then on the 19th of September, we get the CV rework, and this actually got me kind of hyped. This is just under 2 months from now. So I'm really looking forward to that. That's also coincidentally when my uni will just have started up again. So yeah, amazing timing there, Wargaming. Next up,
I think it's kind of interesting that we haven't seen any ST on both sides testing in normal random battles yet. Because I'd expect they'll be doing that soon, which is interesting.
Yeah, I mean this seems to be quite some time ago because they aren't using any specifics towards the Go Navy event, and we've known about it for quite a while now, right?
Well, yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah,
like that has been there for literally like a month or something. Like when the booster was released, we already knew the Go Navy event was coming.
Well, it was announced when they announced the American cruisers properly on that
So that is quite a while ago now.
Yeah, like May, maybe even April.
Yeah. So
like
this has to be quite long ago. So that might just be that they're not gonna make it. So there's, as I said, just take all of this with a pinch of salt, obviously.
Well, yeah, obviously it's all leaks, so you can't take everything with any sort of fact.
Then on the 17th of October, we got the British Arc. That seems pretty cool, in my opinion.
I assume that'll be with the release of the British destroyers, which sounds about right for lead time for the testing and everything.
Yep, because about a month later we get the release of the British DDs, which coincides with the 4th clan season. And if you start the British Arc about a month before, that has two effects. First, people obviously want this special commander for clan battles, right? Because maximizing and stuff. Which might get people to buy they're gonna sell these premium crates again, like they did this time as well.
Yeah.
These premium crates, whatever the fuck they're gonna call them, like tea crates. I don't know. Maybe something like opium crates. That would be good, I think.
Opium crates.
Yes. Yeah. And as I said, also release of the British D's 4th clan season. And then on the 12th of December, we get the pre-New Year patch. Whatever that exactly is, but I know you always get like one pre-New Year patch and one after Sylvester, so... It doesn't say anything what's gonna get patched there, but probably just problems with DDs, whatever.
New stuff, like the Christmas containers and stuff.
Yep.
Patching those out, or patching something weird like a Christmas event like the one that was last year again or something.
Oh yeah, probably that is actually true. Because the Christmas containers only came online on the 20th. And this patch is supposed to be on the 12th. So probably something like the events again, yeah. Then on the 9th of January, we get the first patch of the new year. Wow, so much news. On the 2nd of February, the 11th ranked season. So somewhere in between there, the clan season ended. Then on the 6th of March, we get the fan mode. Do you have any idea what the fuck that is?
Wait, fan mode?
The fan mode, it says.
Yeah.
I have never heard about this. And I
No
pride
clue.
myself in at least like knowing most
Oh, it
things.
might be some weird like game mode to do with like PvE or something maybe. Oh, I don't know. The fan mode.
This could also just be a weird translation.
Yeah,
Because
probably.
it's as far as I know, it was a league in Russian.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Oh yeah, it says the Soviet Arch, not the Soviet Arc. Anyways, on the 3rd of April, we get the Soviet Arch, not Arc, no. And the 5th clan season coinciding with that, which I think is kind of interesting.
Yeah, I think that's one patch too early for the clan battles. Because I think there should be a patch between.
Yeah. That is true. That does not make sense. Normally there's 2 months between ranked and clan battles, ranked clan battles, ranked clan battles, and it's always been that way, basically.
Well, apart from the first one when it was back to back.
Yeah.
After the first season of clan battles, there was immediately ranked, and everyone was like, burnout.
No, I mean between the between the start and the start of the next one.
Yeah.
That doesn't. No, it's. Don't forget what I said. Actually,
3 patches this time, isn't it?
it's 1, 2, 2 between. Yes. But just forget it. I just saw it doesn't make sense what I said. So, I feel like this clan season. No, it makes perfect sense actually. Clan seasons last 3 months, or clan seasons then 3 months, then ranked, then ranked only 2 months after ranked we get clan again, then 3 months after clan we get ranked again, and so on and so forth. It makes sense.
But they made clan battles shorter, haven't they?
Apparently not in this graph.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Well, because the first season was really long, and the second season was 2 weeks shorter, and this season's another 2 weeks shorter. Yeah, I don't know. Who knows?
Anyways, we get a Soviet arc, which I'm kind of interested in, which naval captain they're gonna dig up. I have no idea. Because as far as I know, the Soviet Navy didn't ever do anything really noteworthy.
The Soviet Navy didn't do anything, full stop.
Yes, that's the thing.
So, yeah. Paper ships. Like, I understand why, the Soviets are in water tanks so heavily, because, Soviets did do tanks.
Oh,
Boats,
absolutely.
not so much.
Yeah, not really.
So,
I must say, I'm kind of surprised that actually the next thing that drops on the 1st of May is the release of the Soviet BBs. So I looked at a proposal someone had made.
Yeah.
And they actually have built ships, like completely functional ships, up to tier 7.
Yeah, I don't know how the hell you managed that one, but also,
I mean,
some
early tiers didn't work, but
more Russian ships in when you can just do other things like rather other nations like a pan thing,
pan-European,
pan-European, or just Italian.
But then again, those have
and Pan-American
would have other problems as well, like the high tier paper thingy.
Yeah, but first of all, the Soviets are already in the game with a line, two lines, 2.5 lines if you count like the DD split as like an extra half a line. So, do we really need more Russian lines? I'd rather see a couple completely new lines
Mm.
like new cruiser lines, like Pan American or Pan European or just Italian, because they wanted an Italian line anyway, as you can see from where is it? God damn it, Hamza. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, from patch
Interestingly enough,
8.8.
the next one after the release of the Soviet BB says Soviet Arc again. For some reason, I don't understand it. But maybe those are like.
I think that's maybe the
different.
Soviet Arc continuing.
Yeah,
Maybe.
that might very well.
So
be.
like, yeah, there might be like a mission train in the first set, or like a mission train in the second set, like we've had with Indianapolis. There you go.
Oh yeah, yeah. And
Which
it
I
also
didn't
says,
get. Very sad.
And it also says there's another Battle of the Elements type of thing. Probably this time with very Russian patriotic stuff.
Yeah.
Instead of eagles and sharks, we're maybe gonna get beers
Cameras.
and. What is the other? Vodka? I don't know, man.
Hammers and sickles, obviously.
Ah, yes. Oh, Arcti, why are you so good at this? Yeah. After that, we get a 12th ranked season. Then we get a question mark, which is thank you for that. That was really helpful.
Probably so far in advance, they don't know what they want to do.
Yeah, and then we get an Italian arc and the 6th clan season, and then in September of 2019, we get the release of Italian cruisers.
Yeah, I'd rather they swapped Italian cruisers around with Soviet battleships, to be honest.
Yeah, but then again, the Italians didn't have that many different cruisers, did they?
Yeah,
high
true,
tier.
but it's another. Yeah, but once, as I said earlier, it's it's another nation. I'd rather that than them just putting some really retarded, like shoehorning a Soviet battleship in or whatever.
But then again, all the Italian cruisers so far are complete garbage.
True.
So maybe they need to find
if they're going to make a line out of it. Yeah, well, if they're making a line out of it and they're saying, nobody's actually buying our crappy Italian cruisers, maybe they'll buff them. But then I just literally don't understand how they were trying to get a Breezy to work. To be honest, no clue.
Giving heal easy. That's how they were trying to get it to work.
But it just wasn't happening. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm also interested in the Soviet BB gimmick. Really looking forward to it. Maybe it's gonna be laser guns. I don't know, man. Looking forward to it. It might also be that the the Soviet battleships just stop at tier 8 when they don't have any actually built ships anymore. That might just be the case.
No, of course it won't be the case. Are you? Have you seen Wargaming? Yeah. I mean, yeah. I don't know where Donskoy came from. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, Moscow is quite obviously Stalingrad, but
downsized.
Stalingrad light.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Kaba didn't. I don't think Kaba existed. Kaba couldn't have existed. It's way too heavy for its size.
Yeah.
And Trash Can did exist, didn't it?
Well, you're asking the wrong person here. I don't know anything.
I think Trash Can existed.
About Soviet and Italian shit.
I don't know. Who knows? Yeah, whatever. We'll figure it. Yeah, I don't know.
We'll figure it out eventually.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see if they put Giulio Cesare in the Soviet battleship line.
No, that's probably going to be
because it was given. Well, no, but they've already got
probably not as a tier 5.
Oh, maybe not. Maybe it's a tier 6. In its current state, they could put it at tier 7 and it'd be perfectly fine with a little bit more health.
Yeah, more health, and that's basically it.
Yeah. Give it more health and a little bit more pen on its guns.
Yeah, exactly that. And then it would completely be fine.
I mean, actually,
it's kind of a glass cannon. It would just be perfectly fine.
To be honest, if you gave it 32mm armor instead of its 25mm or 19mm armor or whatever it's got at the moment, and then gave it 80,000 hit points and more pen, I don't know, even Amagi levels of pen, then you could put it at tier 10, it'd still probably be perfectly fine.
Oh, absolutely. Even with these small guns, of course. If you have small guns but you are accurate, it's fine.
Yeah.
See, also cruisers.
Yeah.
Or Zao,
See,
to be
that
specific.
is what I'd much rather, I'd like to see more battleships that are like cruisers than cruisers that are like battleships.
Yes. Exactly. Thank you. Thank you. I like it. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to what they're gonna pull up. I mean, what was probably gonna be the tier 9 or even tier 10 of the Russians, the 406mm guns, I believe. It's like the biggest battleships ever laid down, as far as I know.
Yeah.
They were substantially bigger than Yamato's, with worse armor, worse guns.
Yeah, with worse guns, but not worse armor, was it?
Yes, it was worse armor because the Russians couldn't, the Russian industry couldn't make as thick armor plates as the other developed nations at the time. I think they couldn't make higher
Wait, so how are they bigger than Yamato if they have worse armor and less guns? Or worse guns? What?
It's basically because the level of engineering was so shit.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Right?
Right. Yeah, that makes sense. That's sounds very Russian. Sounds very Russian.
Yeah. They couldn't
yeah.
make. I think they couldn't make like thicker armor plates than 200mm or something. Like at least of the quality, whatever the fact that's called. Like the
Well, to be
thoroughly
fair, 200
hardened
mil would
whatever.
be fine if they do turtleback properly.
Yeah, but then again, then it just gets huge again, right?
Yeah, exactly. So that would explain,
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, yeah. 406 mil does perfectly fine at tier 10, so I don't see why they couldn't put that at tier 10 and just like make out some paper ones in between.
Yeah, I'm kind of just like going from memory here, though. I read that like a couple days ago, so
obviously that's not
don't,
guaranteed.
please
So
don't, please don't. No,
that was
I read about
what some guy said on Reddit. There you go.
No, I read it on Wikipedia, honestly.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
It is maybe a bit
We'll
more
see.
reliable.
We'll see. We will see eventually with time. Soon, TM, we will find out.
Just what I wanted to say, like these ships were laid down, 3 of them, as far as I know, and like their basic hull was more or less complete, but all the juicy stuff was missing, obviously.
Yeah, like Amagi and Akagi were.
Yeah.
Before Amagi was destroyed by an earthquake and Akagi was turned into a carrier.
Yep.
Although, to be fair, Amagi was going to be turned into a carrier if the earthquake didn't destroy. So there you go.
Just looking here, not seeing it. Yeah, Summer Sale Day 4 Ashitaka was off, by the way. It was yesterday, if I'm right. So yeah, I think you lost your chance.
Oh, to buy Ashitaka? I don't really care.
Just what? You said you wanted one earlier.
No, I said I would have liked to buy one, but like I'd like one, but doesn't necessarily mean I would buy one. There is a difference. Like, I'd like most premiums, but that doesn't necessarily mean that I would buy most premiums. Like, there are premiums that I don't like and I don't want, but I have, like October Revolution, and to an extent, Koenig Alba. I don't really like the ship. I have one. I've played it a couple of times. Yeah. I don't get why it's so broken. Nah. Maybe I'm just bad. Probably.
I see what you mean.
We'll see.
I can't find the post. And I can't remember the name. Sovietsky Studios or something, but I can't write that properly for Wikipedia to find it. Feels bad, man.
Can't you just go on like October Revolution and then just go like, and then just click what precedes it? Or not precedes it, succeeds it.
Look, that is way too much effort for my tastes.
Oh, I see. Alright, okay. Maybe I'll do that and see if I can link you it. top quality planning right here.
Oh yes. I was not expecting to talk about that so deeply, but I guess I should have.
Yeah, top quality production value right there.
Oh, the production value of this show is off the charts. You have no idea.
Definitely.
I've invested the whole of an undisclosed amount of money into this microphone, for example, and that's about it. So, yeah, October.
Yeah, there's no succeeded by button. God damn it. Indeed. Oh, wait, no, that's because I didn't go on the gun. No, there is. Aha.
Ganget. Hello there.
Aha, I have a link for you.
Class and type. Ganget class. Succeeded by.
Have a link. There you go.
There's Nikolai the First.
I have linked you. There you go. Have fun.
So that's your Soyuz class, right? And also known as Stalin's Republics. There we go.
1.1 trillion rubles.
9 406mm guns. So this
It's just an Iowa then.
Yes, this screams Iowa to me.
Yeah. Oh, they did build one. They did build one of the 406mm guns.
One!
One single barrel.
Yep. And you can see like the aerial reconnaissance photos of the ship. So it looks. Well, they're working on it. They're working on it.
I'm pretty sure that didn't they like just I don't know actually. I don't know why I'm asking you the question when I have the Wikipedia open in front of me. Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll see. We'll see. It'd be interesting.
Soviet armor plate plants proved incapable of producing plates of cemented armor thicker than 230mm.
Get good Russians, plols.
Yeah.
Wait, how do they build tanks then? Because I saw the tanks had like more than 230mm. Maybe they didn't. Maybe I'm just like being retarded and normal.
No, they didn't have more than 230mm. I'm pretty sure. They were just angled.
Who knows? Shh.
That's why you know. I need to go through more, right?
My brain cells. Well, I mean, yeah, there you go.
The 230mm is quite a lot of armor for a tank. Just like
that is true. That is very true.
That is a factor of armor for a tank.
Well, tell that to KV2.
Yes.
Although, to be fair, okay, I don't think KV2 had huge amounts of armor. Just had a really retarded gun.
Yes.
Yeah.
KV2 has almost no armor on the turret, like none at all.
What are Warships podcast talking about? What are tanks?
Yeah.
I hate that game so much. Oh my god. One of the 4 that were laid down. Construction was suspended in mid-1940 when it was discovered that 70,000 rivets used in her hull plating were of inferior quality. Only the Russians.
Yeah, as I said.
Nice.
This is just something that Stalin really wanted. And then Barbarossa happened and he was like, I don't think I really need it.
Yeah. Although to be fair, that was even cancelled before that was cancelled 19th of October 1940. So there you go.
Yeah.
And her material intended for her construction was used to construct floating battery for defense of Leningrad.
Probably the way better use of that steel.
Oh, almost certainly.
What do you mean almost? There's no almost there. The
I don't know. I like ships.
The forecastle deck was 25mm thick, while the upper deck was 155mm over the citadel.
AP bombs.
Yeah.
Unless it's got deck like Montana, then this is going to be AP bomb feast.
Yeah. Main gun turret faces 495mm thick.
But I thought you said they couldn't make more than 230mm.
Yeah, but only of cemented armor.
Oh.
So they had to replace them with face hardened ones.
True. Yeah.
Which is less resistant. But we don't model that in game. So, yeah. probably gonna be 8.
Probably just gonna have 495mm thickness belt, isn't it? Just because YOLO, why not?
Yeah.
And it's gonna be at tier 10. It's gonna be like completely cancer. It's gonna have like laser shells and stuff. Who knows?
They're normal Russian stuff. Yes.
Yeah, they're just the normal
Russian stuff.
Russian riots.
Yeah.
Russian riots. There you go.
Exactly.
Have fun.
Have fun and fuck you. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She was estimated to be 19.5% complete after the end of the war. I like that they have how exactly they have determined that 19.5%. Exactly.
Yeah. Estimated 19.5. Pick one. Oh, wait. When the war began, she was estimated at 21.19% complete. Pick one. Estimated or 21.19. I mean, that's such an exact value.
Yeah, but after they had, some material had been used at this for the siege of Stalingrad, so she was estimated to be only 19.5% complete after the end of the war. Some thought was given to completing her, but this was opposed as she was regarded as obsolete in light of the experience gained during the war. Wow. An actually good choice. Oh my god.
Click extra that.
Yeah. Stalin expressed the desire to see one of the Project 23 class ships completed, only delayed the decision to scrap her. This was ordered on 29th of May 1948 and was well underway by April 1949. Yeah. The Ukraina, Sovietsko Ukraina, was disassembled on the slipway, and the Germans dismantled 200 feet of her bow and 100 feet of her stern for use into fortifications. Nice.
Maury. God damn it.
And the third one was exactly 0.97% complete.
Very precise number.
Yes. With 2,125 metric tons of steel assembled. That is still so much steel. The fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah. So 70,000 rivets were inferior quality. Like 70,000 rivets. Someone had to like screw all those in, right? No, rivets are like hammered in, aren't they? Fuck.
Yeah, they are hammered in. Well, it depends what sort of rivets you're using, but there you go.
Yeah.
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 A floating battery. Oh, a floating battery.
I definitely already read this like 2 minutes ago.
Yes, but you said like some guns. You didn't say floating battery.
I did say floating battery. I read the entire thing word for word of the Wikipedia page.
Fuck off, you didn't. Yes. Also machinery problems. Who would have seen that coming? Basically, they're probably like Stalingrad wanted Stalin wanted to win that stick measuring contest of who had the biggest stick, and this is basically what he wanted. So yeah. I mean, that's exactly why we have Freddy and the Currywurst in game already, because Hitler had a dick measuring contest as well.
So the Currywurst is completely fictitious.
It's based on the H-44, isn't it?
Well, but it's not really, because they never were going to build ships with triple guns and stuff. So.
Yeah. Do you think I care? I really don't. They were never going to build that ship anyway, so.
Haha. Fuck you too.
Exactly. On that note, I think I'll end it here, because this is way too long already, and I don't look forward to having to cut all this. Yeah, you have good laughing. Hamza left us somewhere in between.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Next episode, soon TM.
Yes. Hopefully. Maybe I'll find some more guys then.
Soon,
Anyways,
don't worry.
thank you all for listening, and see you next time. Bye.
Bye.